Listen to this. Just listen to this exchange.
I hear what you said.
That's fine. I have white privilege.
Oh, white privilege. Okay. I think it's kind of assumed you buy into an entire ideology to be here. I mean, when you have menstruating Christ and was busy worshiping, the devil and becoming a lesbian. It seems to me that body shaming and Black Lives Matter. One of their founders was a white guy, Shaun King, who used it to make money. It seems
Shaun King is not white.
Shaun King is white. Shaun King is absolutely white. As a matter of fact, Milo Yiannopoulos, who will be a part of this video.
Can confirm.
A little bit incendiary, so I think
I'm incendiary. Is this not incendiary? Saying Shaun King is white when he's white is incendiary. Christ menstruating with tits isn't incendiary.
Stir stuff up a little bit.
I'm here to ask questions, and it seems like you guys aren't very open to them.
15 minutes of your questions.
Okay, you don't have to answer any more questions. But if you ask people to leave because they ask questions, when they're not being loud, when they're not being obtrusive, when they respect your rules, it sounds to me like you don't really want an open discussion. Why do you come in and it's anti-fracking and it's anti-Christian and it's menstruating Christ?
There are plenty of spaces where those people are welcome.
There has been concern expressed again about the filming happening because some people.
Feel triggered?
Do you want to listen or do you want to interrupt? Because I don't talk to people who are going to interrupt. Okay? So.
May I do the thinking, please? Thank you.
Well, you put in a trigger warning that you're going to talk about alcohol. Why not that Jesus Christ with a pair of fake tits is going to be menstruating?
Because the people who are at this event are people who want
Like
to see
Jesus
that.
Christ and fake tits who are menstruating? Seems like a niche market to assume that everyone here would want to see that.
Okay, well, I think that it's time to go because it's the owner of the space is asked.
People are triggered.
So, what just happened here? He showed up at the feminist event festival to see what it would be like. And one of the things that he saw was either a book or like a card with Jesus. Matter of fact, I'm going to show you. All right, so this is what he saw there on the table. They had a table with all kind of cards and feminist stuff and, just stuff, all kind of stuff. So he saw this, and this is supposed to be Jesus. He asked them, and they said this was Jesus. So this is what he's talking to them about. They have a manual that kind of lists all the stuff that you should be sensitive about saying because it may trigger people. And I should probably show you that section as well. All right, so here he's going to read through the trigger manual that they had there so that people could be sensitive, culturally sensitive or socially sensitive.
Let's go to the trigger warning, shall we? Trigger warning, adult themes, sexualized nudity. Trigger warning, gender dysphoria. Graphic trigger warning, rape, sexual assault, victim blaming. Trigger warning, discussions of physical abuse. Trigger warning, intolerance, anti-LGBT talk. Trigger warning, a scene of violence. Trigger warning, fat phobia. Trigger warning, discussions of violence throughout. Trigger warning, themes of intolerance, derogatory slang. Trigger warning, mention of alcohol abuse. Trigger warning, prosthetic genitalia, discussions of cis sexism and gender policing. Trigger warning, trigger warning, trigger. I can't even read them all, there's so many. We'll have Jared take all the screenshots. No trigger warning for giant fake rubber-titted tranny menstruating Jesus, by the way. That was available in the main hall for all children to see at all times. Just don't talk about drinking a beer, because that seems relatively masculine.
And listening.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear what you said.
That's fine. I have white privilege.
Oh, white privilege, okay. I think it's kind of assumed you buy into an entire ideology to be here. I mean, when you have menstruating Christ and was busy worshiping, the devil and becoming a lesbian. It seems to me that body shaming and Black Lives Matter, one of their founders was a white guy, Shaun King, who used it to make money. It seems
Shaun
like
King is not white.
Shaun King is white. Shaun King is absolutely white. As a matter of fact, Milo Yiannopoulos, who will be a part of this video.
Can confirm.
A little bit incendiary, so I think
I'm incendiary. Is this not incendiary? Saying Shaun King is white when he's white is
so
incendiary.
they think it's funny.
Christ.
See, they think that's funny. This is like a feminist, and there's like a lot of, I guess, like a lot of LGBT people there, and they were talking about the different bathrooms they have. They have a masculine, not male or female, but they have a masculine identity bathroom and a feminine identity bathroom and an all gender bathroom and all of this stuff. And you know, he flipped through the manual of all the things that a person should avoid talking about in order to be sensitive to the LGBT community. So this is the point. This is why that's not why he went there, but this is what this part of his video was about. Look at that picture. That's supposed to be Jesus. Now, but you can't talk about all those things. But when he brought up that, they laughed. They laughed.
Menstruating with tits isn't incendiary.
Stir stuff up a little bit.
I'm here to ask questions, and it seems like you guys aren't very open to them.
15 minutes of your question.
Okay, you don't have to answer any more questions. But if you ask people to leave because they ask questions, when they're not being loud, when they're not being obtrusive, when they respect your rules, it sounds to me like you don't really want an open discussion. Why do you come in and it's anti-fracking, it's anti-Christian, and it's menstruating Christ?
There are plenty of spaces where those people are. There's been
So there's plenty of places where those people are welcome, which means that they're not welcome there. But I thought that the whole LGBT thing was all about diversity and inclusion. I thought it was about treating people equally and being sensitive and being respectful of people. How convenient.
express again about the filming happening because some people
Feel triggered?
do you want to listen or do you want to interrupt? Because I don't talk to people who are going to interrupt. Okay? So,
May I do the thinking, please? Thank you.
Well, you put on a trigger warning that you're going to talk about alcohol. Why not that Jesus Christ with a pair of fake tits is going to be menstruating?
because the people who are at this event are people who want
Like
to see
Jesus
that.
Christ and fake tits who are menstruating? Seems like a niche market to assume that everyone here would want to see that.
Okay, well, I think that it's time to go because it's just...
See, this is what I'm talking about. And this is exactly how it plays out in the political realm. They talk about being sensitive and mindful of people or whatever, but when it comes to Christianity, look at their reaction. To the point where he's bothered by it. They don't care that he's bothered by it. They just want him to leave. But what happened to being sensitive and mindful of people's thoughts and respectful and all that other nonsense? It's a joke. It's a joke. What they really mean is you're going to accept my position. I'm going to force you to accept my position. And if you disagree, we're going to demonize you. So now he's made out to be the bad guy, like he's causing problems.
And it's the owner of the space is asked.
People are triggered. Got it. Noticeable trend out there was just think of it as a whining feminist. A lot of literature that was passed out. We were kicked out. We'll get to that in a second. So we have the schedule, Bernie Sanders pamphlet, the Grand Rapids Feminist Press, handwritten, and then the body image and sizeism. I don't know what transgenderism and being fat has to do with feminism, but let's get to it. So right away we have, I am fat and have never been sexier in my life. Well, I'm glad you declare it. So fat people need love too. Hairy legs, hairy pits, fat poetry, fat poetry.
All right, so I just want to stop it there. You can see the name of the video there. It's the Steven Crowder channel, and it's the Social Justice Warrior Feminist Festival, Crashed by Crowder. I actually haven't watched the rest of it to get, to see the underwear part. But I saw the Jesus thing, and I saw his conversation with them, and I just had to share that. I thought that was very interesting.